Have you ever heard the saying, in old age, one should not go visiting around? You may have come across this phrase, but have you ever really stopped to think about what it truly means and why it's said? In this video, we'll explore the origins of this saying, the reasons behind it, and most importantly, why it's essential to rethink this perspective. Whether you're aging, have loved ones who are, or simply want to understand how to support older generations, this video will provide valuable insights into the health, emotional, and societal factors that impact seniors' mobility and how we can help them live life to the fullest. Stay with us until the end, as we challenge this myth and show why staying connected and active is vital for everyone at any age. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. To fully grasp the reason behind the saying that seniors should not go visiting around, it's essential to first understand its origins. This phrase, like so many others, has deep roots in cultural beliefs, traditional wisdom, and even medical insights that have been passed down through generations. Tracing its exact origin is a challenge, but we can begin to uncover its essence by looking at its historical context and examining its cultural significance. Across many societies, the elderly have long been respected, with their life experience and wisdom sought after by younger generations. However, intertwined with this reverence is often a cautionary approach to the aging process. This caution frequently manifests in advice or sayings intended to protect seniors from harm or discomfort. The expression we're considering is a prime example of such protective wisdom. One plausible explanation for the origins of this saying is that it emerged as a piece of traditional wisdom in times when travel was a physically demanding and risky activity, especially for the elderly. In the past, the challenges and hazards of travel were far more pronounced, with little to no modern conveniences to ease the journey. Travel could be exhausting and dangerous, particularly for those whose bodies were no longer as resilient. Thus, the saying may have served as practical advice, warning seniors against undertaking trips that might expose them to physical harm or discomfort. Alternatively, this saying may have been born from early medical observations and concerns regarding the health of older individuals. Today, we understand that aging brings with it various health challenges, some of which can be worsened by the stresses of travel or by exposure to unfamiliar surroundings. Many conditions, such as heart disease, respiratory issues, or weakened immune systems, can make travel more hazardous for seniors. In times past, when medical knowledge was less advanced and widely disseminated, the saying could have acted as a simple but vital reminder about the potential health risks involved in traveling at an older age. As we look through the layers of history, it's evident that the saying's meaning and implications have been shaped differently across various eras and cultures. In certain societies, the idea of elderly individuals staying close to home was reinforced by social norms that prioritized family care and a stable, familiar environment for seniors. In other cultures, the saying may have been meant to emphasize the importance of rest and tranquility in later life, encouraging seniors to avoid the stressors associated with travel. Regardless of its origins, it's crucial to recognize that while these traditional beliefs have influenced the saying's evolution, they don't necessarily define its relevance in today's world. Over time, proverbs and sayings evolve, and what was once seen as a universal truth may no longer hold the same weight. Now that we have a better understanding of the origins of this saying, it's important to delve into the reasons why it has persisted. One of the main factors contributing to the endurance of this advice is the health concerns associated with aging. As we grow older, our bodies undergo numerous changes that can make travel and visiting more challenging. Let's take a closer look at some of these health challenges. One of the most common issues faced by seniors is reduced mobility. Conditions like arthritis, osteoporosis, and a general decline in muscle strength can make movement more difficult and less comfortable. For an elderly person, the physical demands of navigating an unfamiliar city or even just moving around in a relative's house, especially one that isn't equipped with features like grab bars or ramps, can be overwhelming. These mobility issues can make simple tasks, such as walking or climbing stairs, physically taxing and potentially dangerous. Another major concern is the aging immune system. As people age, their immune systems naturally become weaker, making it more difficult for their bodies to fend off infections and illnesses. This leaves seniors more vulnerable to diseases, particularly when they're exposed to new environments or large groups of people. For instance, travel to crowded places like airports, bus stations, or even family gatherings could increase the likelihood of coming into contact with germs or viruses that their bodies may not be able to fight off as effectively as they once could. In addition to these concerns, the risk of injury increases significantly with age. Falls, in particular, are a serious threat to the elderly. Many seniors experience issues with balance and coordination, which can make it more difficult to avoid tripping or stumbling, especially in unfamiliar or poorly maintained spaces. A simple fall can result in fractures or other severe injuries, which could have long-lasting consequences. The hazards of unfamiliar environments, such as uneven floors, slippery surfaces, or poor lighting, can significantly raise the likelihood of these accidents. Even the physical act of traveling itself can pose risks. Long flights or car rides can contribute to conditions like deep vein thrombosis, DVT, in which blood clots form in the veins, often in the legs. If these clots travel to the lungs, they can cause a life-threatening condition known as pulmonary embolism. These health concerns can make visiting and traveling more complicated and dangerous for older individuals. However, while these issues are certainly important, it's crucial to note that they are not necessarily insurmountable. Many seniors continue to travel and visit family members with careful planning and the right precautions in place. Health challenges can undoubtedly make travel more difficult, but they do not render it impossible. However, physical health is not the only factor that contributes to the advice for seniors to avoid extensive travel. Emotional and psychological factors also play a significant role in this conversation. As people age, they often become more self-aware and acutely conscious of their limitations. This heightened awareness can lead to feelings of guilt or hesitation about imposing on others. Seniors might worry about being a burden when visiting family, particularly if the visit requires special accommodations or extended stays. This sense of responsibility or guilt can make them reluctant to make the journey, even if they long to visit. It's a powerful psychological barrier that can discourage seniors from traveling, even when they are physically capable of doing so. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. A second factor that merits deep consideration is the discomfort that arises from unfamiliar environments. As human beings, we are inherently creatures of habit, and this natural inclination toward routine and familiarity tends to grow stronger with age. This is especially true for older adults, who often find comfort and security in the predictable aspects of their daily lives. New surroundings, whether it's a different home, a new social setting, or even unfamiliar locations, can evoke a sense of unease and discomfort. For some, this feeling of unfamiliarity can be overwhelming, triggering anxiety and stress. The unknown elements of a new place, such as different people, changing routines, or unfamiliar settings, can make the idea of visiting less appealing. Furthermore, for older adults, the challenge of adjusting to unfamiliar environments can be compounded by physical limitations and health concerns, making the entire experience feel more daunting. In addition to this, another critical psychological factor comes into play: the potential for loneliness or social isolation. When seniors visit new places or environments, they might find themselves separated from their usual social circles, where they are surrounded by people they know and trust. In these new settings, seniors may not know the people around them well, or they might find that they do not share common interests, hobbies, or activities with others. This feeling of detachment can lead to heightened emotional isolation, which can have serious consequences on their mental health. The sense of being out of place, coupled with the absence of familiar faces, can significantly affect their emotional stability, leading to feelings of loneliness. These feelings, if left unaddressed, can gradually erode their overall sense of well-being, leading to a decline in both emotional and physical health. It's essential to recognize that these factors can deeply influence a senior's willingness and ability to engage in activities that require travel or exploration. The fear of becoming a burden, whether it's physically, emotionally, or logistically, can often prevent older adults from asking for help when they need it, causing them to retreat further into their shells. The stress and discomfort of unfamiliar surroundings can create an atmosphere of unease that discourages travel altogether. And the possibility of experiencing isolation or loneliness in a new place can amplify these concerns, leading seniors to forego opportunities for growth and connection. It becomes evident that these factors, far beyond physical health, are integral to understanding the complex emotions and barriers that seniors face when considering whether or not to go out and visit others. Turning our attention to the societal aspects, We begin to see how society's views and perceptions of aging contribute to the belief that seniors should refrain from traveling or visiting others. The deeply ingrained stereotypes surrounding aging are significant in shaping this narrative. There's a common, yet inaccurate, image of older adults as frail, weak, or dependent, regardless of whether these assumptions reflect reality. This stereotype often leads to what we know as ageism, discrimination based on one's age. Ageism can manifest in many ways, including the subtle or not-so-subtle discouragement of seniors from engaging in activities that involve travel or social visits. This can take the form of well-meaning advice, but it can also border on exclusion, perpetuating the idea that older adults should remain at home, sheltered from the challenges of the outside world. While we may believe we are protecting them, the truth is that this approach can significantly limit their freedom and independence, based on outdated stereotypes about aging that don't account for the diverse capabilities of older individuals. Furthermore, a critical societal issue that must be addressed is the lack of accessible environments. The world, as it currently stands, is not designed with the elderly in mind. Many public spaces, be they parks, stores, transportation systems, or community centers, lack essential accessibility features such as ramps, handrails, or comfortable seating arrangements. For seniors who may experience mobility issues, navigating these spaces can be incredibly challenging, not only physically but also emotionally. When environments are not tailored to accommodate their needs, it discourages them from going out and engaging with the world. This lack of accessibility directly contributes to the belief that seniors should remain at home, where they can avoid the hurdles of trying to navigate spaces that aren't designed for them. It's a societal failure to ensure that our communities are inclusive, and it inadvertently reinforces the narrative that seniors should avoid venturing out. Additionally, there's a tendency to underestimate the capabilities of older adults. We often overlook the fact that seniors have lived long, rich lives filled with experiences and wisdom. They have overcome challenges, developed coping mechanisms, and gained a depth of understanding about themselves and the world around them. Yet, as a society, we tend to underestimate their abilities and potential. This underestimation can lead to a pattern of overprotection, where well-intentioned individuals, family members, caregivers, or society at large, assume that seniors are incapable of handling the challenges of travel or social engagement. This mentality can result in older adults feeling like a burden or being told what they can or cannot do, when, in fact, many are fully capable of managing such tasks independently. This lack of trust in their abilities can contribute to seniors feeling disempowered and disengaged from the world around them, reinforcing the very belief that they should limit their social interactions and activities. These societal factors, the pervasive stereotypes, the lack of accessibility, and the underestimation of seniors' abilities, contribute significantly to the belief that seniors should not venture out to visit others. They create a world that discourages older adults from traveling, exploring new places, or connecting with others in meaningful ways. This societal pressure not only limits the potential of seniors but also prevents them from fully enjoying their golden years and experiencing the joy and fulfillment that come with meaningful social interactions and exploration. Therefore, society plays a critical role in perpetuating this belief, whether consciously or unconsciously. But the question remains, what can we do to change this narrative? This is a question we will explore further in our next segment. Stay tuned. Now that we have a deeper understanding of why this belief exists, it's time to challenge it and delve into why seniors should continue to visit others and engage with the world around them. Let's begin by examining the undeniable benefits of maintaining social connections. As human beings, we are social creatures by nature. We thrive on connection, shared experiences, and the sense of belonging that comes from interacting with others. For seniors, these connections become even more critical. Visiting family and friends, or simply exploring new places can provide a much-needed sense of community, a feeling of being part of something greater than oneself. It fosters belonging and connection, which can significantly enhance their emotional well-being. Mental health is a crucial factor to consider in this discussion. Just like any other part of our body, the brain requires regular exercise to stay healthy and function optimally. Traveling offers an excellent opportunity for this mental workout. Whether it's exploring new destinations, immersing ourselves in different cultures, or even just experiencing a change of scenery, these activities serve as mental stimuli. Engaging in new experiences encourages cognitive flexibility, enhances memory retention, and has even been shown to delay the onset of cognitive decline, including conditions like dementia. It's like taking your brain to the gym, only far more exciting and enriching, offering countless opportunities for personal growth and discovery. But it's not just the mind that benefits from travel. There are also profound physical benefits. Moving around, walking, and exploring new environments naturally encourage physical activity. As we know, staying physically active is essential for maintaining overall health, particularly in later years. The goal isn't to run marathons or scale towering peaks, but rather to stay active in manageable ways, whether through gentle walks, light hiking, or simply discovering a new city. These activities promote circulation, strengthen muscles, and contribute to cardiovascular health, all of which are crucial in maintaining vitality as we age. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the inspiring examples of older individuals who continue to travel and lead active, fulfilling lives well into their later years. Imagine the 85-year-old woman who has visited every continent on the globe, or the 70-year-old man who took up hiking in his 60s and has since conquered multiple challenging trails. These stories aren't isolated incidents or exceptions to the rule. They are proof of what is possible when we refuse to let age dictate our capacity for exploration and adventure. These examples show that travel and new experiences are not just for the young. They are for anyone willing and able to seize the opportunity. Age is simply a number, not a barrier to living life to the fullest. By embracing this idea, we can challenge the outdated notion that exploration and social connection are the domain of the young and instead open the door for people at every stage of life to experience the joys of discovery. In our discussion today, we've examined the reasons why some people still believe seniors shouldn't travel or visit new places. We began by exploring the historical and cultural origins of this notion, understanding how societal norms of the past shaped this mindset. As we dug deeper, we realized that many of the perceptions around aging and limitations are based on outdated ideas that no longer serve us. We then focused on the health challenges often associated with aging, such as physical limitations or medical risks that may make travel seem daunting for some seniors. While these concerns are valid, it's important to recognize that health conditions vary greatly from person to person, and age alone shouldn't be the determining factor when it comes to one's ability to explore the world or visit loved ones. Furthermore, we examined the emotional and psychological factors that can play a significant role in a senior's willingness to travel. Feelings of loneliness, anxiety, or depression can certainly make it more difficult to venture out and experience new things. However, these emotional challenges also underscore the importance of staying socially connected and mentally engaged in later years. By maintaining strong relationships and seeking opportunities for mental stimulation, such as traveling or spending time with friends and family, seniors can enhance their emotional well-being and preserve a positive outlook on life. We also explored the societal perspective that often contributes to this myth, recognizing how cultural attitudes toward aging can perpetuate limiting beliefs. For example, societal messages about the limitations of age can make seniors feel as though their lives are somehow less valuable or impactful. Yet, we emphasize the need for a shift in how society views older adults, recognizing them not as people whose time has passed, but as individuals with valuable experiences, insights, and contributions to make. In dispelling this myth, we concluded that seniors should be actively encouraged to pursue travel, exploration, and social connections. These activities are not only enjoyable but also contribute significantly to overall well-being and happiness. By visiting friends and family, exploring new places, or even just enjoying a change of scenery, seniors can experience a renewed sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. As we move forward, it's important to celebrate the potential for growth, exploration, and connection at every stage of life. After all, life's greatest adventures can often happen when we least expect them, regardless of age. As we wrap up today's video, we hope you've gained a deeper understanding of why the saying, "in old age, one should not go visiting around," exists, and why it's important to challenge this belief. What have you learned so far? How will you use this information in your own life or to support those around you? We'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you've learned and will bring to practice in your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Thank you for watching.